Hi, thank you for joining me today. Today is just going to be a weekly update. So I'm going to talk about all the progress that I've made on some of my projects, and then I'll talk about what upcoming plans I have for my projects. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. This channel, Ultraviolet Stitches, is mostly a cross stitch channel, but I do occasionally talk about other projects I'm working on, like quilting and knitting, but it's mostly cross stitch. My name is Chevelle, and you can see my dog. That is my dog, Jose. And let's just get into it. So we'll talk about progress, and then we'll talk about like what my upcoming plans are. And then at the end, I'll talk a little bit about some of the purchases I made, in case you're interested in that. So the first project that I'm going to talk about is this pattern that I actually showcased in my last stitch with me. So this is Home is Where the Magic Is by Randall Spangler. This is 2 over 1 tent stitch, so it's not a full cross, it's just tent, except for in these darker colors where it is 3 over 1 tent. In my last stitch with me, you guys finished off this last diagonal and we put in this chimney, which was very fun. And then since you have last seen it, I just pretty much finished half this diagonal and added to the spire. The fun thing about this is you can see that I am getting into some snow on the spire, which is very fun and exciting. Pattern Keeper has me at 20% for this project. So I'm 20% finished. You know, with the Heaven and Earth designs, if you're going to do a Heaven and Earth design and you are fairly new to cross stitch or fairly new to full coverage Heaven and Earth designs, I highly recommend the Story Keep size. I feel like because it is more narrow, it is much more manageable. Even if you didn't want to do diagonal stitching like I do and you wanted to do full like extreme cross-country stitching, it would be much more manageable than doing a BAP or like a big project that you would have a lot. I do have a BAP that I am going to show you. So yeah, this is this. Like I said, I got to 20%. I think I'm going to set it down for a bit, so you probably won't see it next week. And the reason for that is I have some other projects that I want to get going on, specifically because it's fall and I want to work on fall stuff. This is more like a winter scape, so I don't know. I'm not saying I'm putting it away forever, but you probably won't see it next week. Also, I'm missing a few threads. In the stitch with me, you saw that I was missing like 2 colors, and then I got into putting the snow on the spire, and I was missing like another 2 colors. You know, you'd think that when you have 2 full boxes of DMC colors, like, here, let me show you. When you have 2 full boxes of these, you think that you would have every color, but no, you don't. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just another reason for me to go buy more stuff, but I'm putting it down for now. I got other things I need to work on. I did make some progress on this project, so you'll have to excuse me. This is my very first cross stitch project I've ever worked on or bought. So it's like been loved. So it might be a little wrinkly or dirty, but there's been a couple of cross stitch FlossTubers who, I think Michelle Bundy Stitchy is one of them, who is just talking about finishing projects in the year 2021. So you're just trying to finish as many whips as possible. And this is something that I would definitely like to finish in the year of 2021. I bought this kit. Before COVID. So it was either for my birthday, like around March 2020, but it was before that. So I feel like I must have bought this out for myself for like Christmas or around that time, like a New Year's. So this has been with me through the entirety of the pandemic, which is crazy. So yeah, let me just get to showing you. Let's see here. So as you can see, this is a dimensions kit. I believe it's called Winter Cabin. It's actually quite a popular kit, a DMC kit. I know that quite a few people are interested in this pattern. I actually really love it. So I'll put a picture in of what my progress was when I started earlier this week. But essentially, what happened was I put in another set of boxes diagonally, and then I worked along the bottom, and I finally reached the last stitch on the bottom. It's so cute. You can see these little deer in the river reflection, and then I'm finally getting up here. And you can see the little deer's snout. I guess that's what you would call it. Here, his little snout. So it was mostly this deer that I was working on, the snow, and then some of the river and the riverbank. Very pretty. I do very much like it, but I would like to finish this. This has been in my rotation far too long, and it is time. Because this is my first kit or my first cross stitch, there are a few things that aren't the best about it. For example, next time I get a cross stitch or have a cross stitch kit, I will not break it up along the page line. That was something that I did that was not a good idea, because I don't know how well you're gonna see this. I mean, you can see it by the light there. There is a natural divot that forms because I did one complete page, which was half of it, and then I waited and did the second half. And now there's just a natural way that it lays where you can see a line in the center of it. I will not do that again. That was a novice mistake. So if you're starting a cross stitch kit and you're new, try and either feather it or try and work across the pages, across the page breaks, because I wish I hadn't done that. I also have not put any back stitching in. So when the time comes for me to put back stitching in, I think I am going to wait until the very end. Then I will do that. And this is a dimensions kit. I think it's called Winter Cabin. I think that it is 2/1 18 count. There are two different types of stitches. You have tent, and then so you can see there's tent in the yellow, and then in the blues and grays, like the actual trees, it is full. But other than that, there's no specialty stitches in this. So yeah, I will work on this throughout the rest of the week, just to try and get some more progress and try and finish it. So my plans will be to add another row here and maybe come up this side. but mostly just add a row, you know. Okay, moving on. The next kit that I have, or not kit, the next project that I worked on a little bit is a new Hade that I bought. I personally am kind of moving away from 25 count because I feel like it's harder for me to do cross country on 25 count. So I wanted to experiment with doing cross country on Ada. So this is where I am at on this project. I will put a picture of what it's supposed to look like, the finished product, and then I will also show you like how much I've done in compared to the whole project on Pattern Keeper. I think this is like less than 1%. And this is like the bottom of a candle, and you can see some like wax dripping down here. And that's how far I've got. And yes, as you can see, like here, as you can see, I'm like, on this project, I'm like floating between doing cross country and doing parking, like diagonal parking. I don't know, like I want to do cross country. I would love to do color complete, but this is not gridded. So if I have a stitch that's all the way out here, I don't trust myself to count all the way over. So I get nervous and I just park it if I was, when I was doing like cross country. Another thing is like when you're doing cross country, the picture doesn't form immediately. So you could put in thousands and thousands of stitches and not actually see anything. And that personally would bother me. I need to see progress in order to be motivated to work on my project. So I think I'm just going to continue to do this. I'll just continue to essentially do color complete-ish. And then maybe I'll just go in and fill it in as I feel it. I have no idea how I'm going to do this project. So yeah, it's a mixture. It's a mixture between cross country and following my color completion dreams and for like poking. So yeah, that is another project that I've been working on. Those are the 3 projects that I pretty much touched this week. And then I'll talk about what I want to do for this upcoming week. So first of all, like I said, I want to get some more progress done on dimensions, my dimensions kit, and get another diagonal in on that. The other thing that I want to work on is my ink circles Masquerade. So it's fall, y'all, and it's getting real spooky up in here. So I love fall, I love Halloween, and so as soon as September hits, as soon as October hits, I'm already working on my Halloween cross stitch projects. So this is a ink circles, I believe, and let's see here. This is an ink circles Masquerade. I think I'm about 50% done on this. I think. I love this project. It is 18 count Sprite Ada that I got from 123 Stitch. This fabric, this 18 count, is way softer and drapier than anything that you would find in a kit. Sometimes I like that, sometimes I don't like that, but hopefully next time you see this next week, this will be closer than it is. I don't really have any expectations for this, but I want to finish the outline. So we'll probably finish the bottom corner and then bring it up the side and finish the tree. So there's that. So, Masquerade, ink circles, Dimensions, Winter Cabin, and I'll probably work on Spellbound. I work on Spellbound a lot when I'm in my bed and I just need something to do. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to talk about is purchases. So, not too much. I purchased, these are both, I got two things. These are both from like the Stash Unload Facebook pages on Facebook. My only recommendation for working on it, I've had great experiences so far, except one time I was scammed. If you're going to buy from Stash Unload or other various Facebook selling forums, or try and have them send you pictures before you actually send them money. So like, ask them to send you a picture of the product so that A, you can make sure it's what you want, and B, you can make sure that they actually have the product that they're gonna send you before you give them money. But yes, so these are two things that I bought. This is a 25 count fabric. 25 count, brand new. I definitely will use this for a Hade. It's not gridded though. It's not gridded, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. The other thing that I bought besides this is, the next thing that I got is this Dimensions Gold Christmas ornament pack. So in my first FlossTube, I talked about how I would like to, I talked a bit about how I would like to create some Christmas ornaments for my tree, because I really don't own any Christmas ornaments. I own 2 Christmas ornaments. So if I don't start working on that, my tree is going to be pretty bare. So I went on to one of those Facebook selling groups and I asked them, like, hey, I'm searching for Christmas ornaments. If you have, like a kit, I would love to see it. And a couple of people reached out to me. These people had the full kit, so I bought it off of them. And then I do have some other ornaments patterns coming my way after the seller gets done making the rest of the okay, so yeah, so these are so cute. So I might do a stitch with these. This is not sealed, but it does have everything. I did check it. So yeah, super pumped about these. Very cute. They will look cute on my tree. Yeah, so that was pretty much it for this video. The only other thing I wanted to mention was I'm actually working on a quilt. I think it's Bone and Chain by something gray. I'll put the picture here. Yeah, so anyway, I'm working on that quilt pattern, and I have recently almost finished the eyes, the spooky eyes that go on that pattern. I have to finish sewing black to these corners, but this is the eye, and it's so cute. This one has one of the black corners on. So yeah, I'm in the process of making eyeballs spooky eyes for the quote top. And that's all that I really got going on right now. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And also you will know when I come out with my next video. I'm trying to do one weekly recap and one Stitch With Me a week. So yeah, if there's any specific projects that you see that you would like me to do Stitch With Me, I'd be happy to do that. So yeah, do you have anything to add, Jose? He doesn't. He's a sleepy boy. Okay, well that's it then. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!